Let's make scrambled tofu. So I have half an onion, yellow onion that I'm chopping up thin. And this is gonna go in a non-stick pan. And I'm gonna put this onion together with 2 cloves of minced garlic on a non-stick pan. I put about 2 tablespoons of water on medium heat, and that's what I'll be cooking it at. So chop up the onion. So for this recipe, it's only 1 block of tofu, farm tofu. If you're doing 2, double the recipe. Now next, I'm going to put the onion on the non-stick pan, a good non-stick pan with no scratches. Don't cook on very high temperatures with these non-stick pans. So I put that, and then I'll put 2 cloves of minced garlic. I used to use garlic powder, but I don't anymore because I like fresh garlic is way better. So I will do 2 cloves of minced garlic, and that will go in with the onion with 2 tablespoons water. I didn't show that part, but make sure to, of course, to do that. So once you add that, 2 tablespoons water on medium heat. So that's where we will be cooking it. Now I have 1 block of farm tofu. If you've never used tofu before, it's stored in water, so it's actually quite cold. So drain the water, take the tofu out, drain the water, and I'm gonna use my hands to scramble, but you can use the back of your fork, or you can use a masher if you have that like mashing device. You can use that as well. I like to use my hands, and you can see me warming my hands with warm water, running warm water. Basically, that's what's happening because it's cold. Then I'm going to add this to so the onion and garlic is already cooking on the stove. So I'm going to add this, and next I'm just gonna put spices, and we're gonna cook that total. You can see the onion right there. Add the tofu, and then I'm going to add the spices. It's that simple. So the onion, garlic, then tofu, then add spices and mix it up. Actually, tofu can be eaten raw. So all you're doing is just heating it through, making sure the spices mix well. That's really what you're doing. Quarter teaspoon of paprika went in, quarter teaspoon of turmeric, quarter teaspoon of cumin, and then 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. If you've never used nutritional yeast before, you can find it in Walmart, you can find it in other food stores. It gives it a cheesy taste. So this is what's gonna give that egg kind of taste. Then there goes half teaspoon of salt. Actually, I will add a little bit at the end, so you just go by your taste. Now all I'm doing is mixing it up, heating it through. Remember, this is on medium heat. You can increase it a little bit if you want to cook faster, but hey, it's okay. So medium heat. The whole process takes probably about 6 to 8 minutes. So now I'm just mixing it all up. It will actually turn yellow. And when you see this at the end, it looks like eggs. So once the water evaporates, it's going to become more yellow. So these continue just mixing, and at the end I'm going to add some green onions. You can add spinach, baby spinach, fresh baby spinach, that's what I add, or green onions. You can also add tomatoes, but from the beginning when you add the tofu, add like half a tomato, and that will be good too. But my kids don't like tomatoes in this, so I don't use them. Now I just have the green onions ready to go, and I cut the whole thing from the white part to the green part and then add to it. And at this point, if you are using spinach instead, this is the point to add your spinach and just mix it up. Make sure that it just wilts and you're good to go. So now just mix it up. And mine, I let it cook to where it starts to brown at the edges. So it dries quite a bit, but it's not too dry. And I usually eat this with roasted potatoes. I posted the recipe early on. And avocado. You can put this on toasted bread. I also have a recipe for my whole wheat bread. You can use that as well. My kids can actually just eat just the tofu, and they will eat the whole thing. All these I made by themselves. So you continue mixing, and it's all done. Look at that, looking like eggs. All right,